Let's start with Eddie Long, who was formerly a close friend of the excellent Bishop. For those who don't know, Long was a preacher whose involvement with young men in his church was tainted by allegations of sexual misbehavior.
I cannot get the sound of his voice out of my head, and I cannot forget the smell of his cologne, and I cannot forget the way that he made me cry many nights when I drove in his cars on the way home.
Thus, when TD, no one wanted to trust the links that started to be made between Jake's name and Diddy's infamous parties. Since 1987, Long has served as the senior pastor of New Birth Missionary Baptist, where he has overseen the church's phenomenal expansion, growing its membership from a small 300 to 25,000. Since 1987, the Long has served as New Birth Missionary Baptist senior pastor. Under Long's direction, the church claimed to have grown from 300 members to over 25,000, making it one of the biggest congregations in the country. The church established satellite churches in a number of places, including Miami, Denver, and Charlotte, North Carolina, and ran television and foreign missions. In addition to being a Christian author and gospel singer, Long was well known for preaching and living out a prosperity gospel that promised financial rewards to the devout. Long's extravagant lifestyle was also well known. He had a $1.4 million home with 6 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, traveled the globe on a private aircraft, and cruised Metro Atlanta in a $350,000 Bentley. When Coretta Scott King, the widow of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., passed away in 2006, the church received then-President George W. Bush, as well as former Presidents Bill Clinton, Jimmy Carter, and George H.W. Bush. At its home base in Lithonia, Georgia, just east of Atlanta, his church gained reputation well beyond its 10,000-seat cathedral. But controversy broke out 4 years later when 4 young men filed lawsuits accusing him of assault. One of the males claimed to have been